everyone. My name is Jason Spiro, and I'm the VP of Global Performance and Platform Solutions here at Google. Like all of you, I've been trying to navigate working at home, keeping my family safe and healthy, leading in incredibly complicated and concerning times, and so much more. So thank you for tuning into GML 2022, and welcome to our automation track. Automation is enabling powerful and important advances in every corner of the world. In agriculture, dairy farmers are keeping their herds healthier and happier with the help of intelligent collars. In the Amazon rainforest, machine learning is helping fight climate change by alerting local rangers to illegal logging. Of all the innovative work that Google is doing in this space, I think Look to Speak is my favorite. It uses machine learning and automation to allow those living with speech and motor impairments to speak, using only eye movements. Automation is everywhere. When used to its full potential, it can help us solve even the world's most complex challenges. As marketers, we're challenged to meet customers where they are. And yet, the customer journey is so complex, and there's so much to process and understand, that a manual approach just can't keep pace anymore. We recognize that the best marketers in the world are watching this. But I don't see how any marketer can get their head or their systems around the complexity that's coming at us. I feel we're at a breaking point, and that's why I'm so all in on automation. The next chapter in digital marketing is about existential adaptation as we build and master automated solutions. Now, I can't emphasize enough, please tune in to as many of these sessions as you can. I'm so proud of all that we're building, and the teams have put so much energy into understanding and addressing your needs. But my role today isn't to discuss Google's automated solutions in depth. I want to look at this moment in the history of our industry through a broader lens. In this new environment, brands who are leaning into automation are seeing unprecedented growth. And there's one major factor separating those who grow from those who are lagging behind: agility. I want to focus on what agility means on three levels: what it means for marketers, what it means for organizations, and what it means for agencies. With this quote, Doug really captures how automation empowers marketers. These new tools allow us the time to think about bigger challenges rather than focusing only on efficiency. There's so much that needs attention, whether it's first-party data, measurement, budgeting, omni-channel, lifetime value. These are just a few of the challenges marketers face. And this is why marketers have the most to gain from automation. I want to say that again. It's marketers who will gain the most as repetitive tasks are automated. Those same marketers will be able to manage complexity and dramatically increase their response time to user or media level changes. This will free marketers up to focus on inputs and goals to prime the tools to drive results. For individual leaders, the agility required to embrace automation might require a change in mindset. Marketing is no longer about efficiency. It's about growth. It's a mindset of opportunity and innovation. So what does agility mean for individual marketers? At this level, agility means KPI clarity. It means aligning budgets to business goals, and it means expanding the definition of marketing. So let's unpack each of those. First, KPI clarity. I've stood on a GML stage before and said that marketers need to drive a pivot away from proxy metrics like cost per acquisition and cost per click to focus on deeper business level KPIs. So what is your brand or company trying to accomplish this year? Are you all about top line bookings and revenue? Or are you about driving lifetime value and deeper relationships? Or are you about getting people into your stores? Whatever matters most to your CEO and your CFO should be at the center of your marketing. And the good news is that automation makes this dramatically easier. We've used proxy metrics because that's what we could impact and track. But today's tools can and should be focused on deeper business goals. Secondly, making this work will mean updating how we think about campaign-level budgets. Automation can drive optimal results, but it will need the degrees of freedom to shift budget to where it performs best and pursue revenue. That means that budgets must align with real business goals, and we'll need to break the media silos we see today. Lastly, I tell everyone who will listen that we need a broader definition of marketing. Best-in-class marketing now goes so far beyond just media buying. Marketers must be at the forefront of strategic questions around channels and value. Marketers need consent and data from their brand's sites and apps. Marketers have to develop deeper partnerships with loyalty programs and CRM systems. And across all of this, marketers need to build flexible experimentation frameworks to inform their decisions. Marketers are understandably questioning how automation impacts their role. However, we need marketers more than ever. It is marketers that will drive agility and business results. I'm so certain of this. I'm happy to talk to your CEOs, your CFOs, and your CDOs about how they need to set you all up to succeed. Which brings me to our conversation about organizational agility. Too often, our organizational design holds us back. I've seen this with e-com or digital teams that aren't close enough to the physical stores teams. I've seen this with apps and web teams that have rivalries and different production. I could keep going. And I'm sure you have examples too. You know this, but consumers aren't in these silos. They're everywhere. They're multi-channel and they're multimodal. So org design and org collaboration is foundational. At worst, this misalignment is a huge blocker and your teams will get immensely frustrated. There are real reasons that companies organize the way that they do, and I know that org redesign is no small task. But what I want to tell you is this is where leadership can bridge these gaps at all levels of an organization. And I believe the people watching this have a huge opportunity to lead. So what does it take to build org-level agility? To start, cross-functional alignment is critical. It's important to get your C-suite colleagues to think of marketing as a growth engine now, rather than as a fixed cost, and to adopt a test and scale mindset. We see it over and over. When brands achieve cross-functional alignment, their shared objectives enable the agility we've been talking about. For example, whose job is it to author and align the organization around a privacy-safe, unified first-party data strategy? L'Oréal, along with other world-leading organizations, has recognized the need for a chief digital and marketing officer role to lead cross-functionally on all data initiatives. Among other things, the CMDO set ambitions catalyzing goals for L'Oréal around signed-in interactions. This gives everyone alignment and charter to rethink and to rebuild. At the org level, marketing is frequently treated as a fixed cost, something to be reined in at the first sign of uncertainty. It's time to rethink that. Automation, fueled by intelligently selected and privacy-safe first-party data, changes the game and should change the way CFOs treat marketing. We see this new thinking work best when marketing costs are regarded as a percentage of sales. With this new flexibility comes new freedom for marketers and for tools to generate net new revenue. Finally, it's crucial to adopt a test and scale mindset. Agile leaders are building a culture of and the tools for experimentation, steering the organization with an adaptive mindset. They're testing, improving, and scaling pilots as the landscape changes and as they prove ROI. Achieving this new level of agility is inherently easier when your organization is aligned. But I also want to call out the important role I've seen agency partners play as we build agility and adapt to change. For agencies, automation can seem to pose an existential threat. If there's far less need to spend billable hours on day parting and keyword hygiene, how should an agency think about value add? It's a natural question. But in fact, brands need a ton of help. And the opportunities presented by automation have the potential to unlock new revenue through innovative specialties. As I shared earlier, the role of the marketer, or here the agency, is more important than ever. At the agency level, agility means scaling human expertise. It means recognizing new specialties, and it means modeling best practices. First, for all marketers, but for agencies in particular, automation is about taking your most precious resource, your human expertise, and scaling it to meet demand. As an example, where historically teams have dug in on manual bid optimizations, now agency teams are uniquely positioned to be experts on how best to utilize first-party data. And where historically teams spent tons of time on day parting, the same people should now be best in class at designing and executing experimentation frameworks, and then translating outputs into meaningful insights for clients. Secondly, recognizing and building new specialties as needs arise is key to agility. We're in a time of massive change around identity. I believe this is a time of opportunity for agencies. For example, every brand and C-suite I meet with is hungry for guidance about how to prepare for upcoming privacy changes. Agencies can advise clients who need to broaden and deepen their first-party data, who are building direct-to-consumer relationships for the first time, or who are craving a way of rationalizing measurement and attribution across their buys, and so much more. Finally, remember, agencies are the innovators of this industry. It is agencies who are uniquely qualified to understand and master new technology, add new expertise to their teams, and build out new centers of excellence. With automation, the technology is here. Agility means paving the way for clients, guiding clients into an era of new tools and new growth. With the right approach, automation holds significant opportunity for new services and new specialties for agencies. It's a virtuous cycle for the whole industry. An agile approach enables automation. And when used properly, automation enables agility. To close, I want to acknowledge these changes won't happen overnight. Some may even take years. But we know what good looks like, and we can test to build confidence. Automation is an enormous opportunity for everyone watching this. We often talk about automation in terms of product adoption, but so much of this starts with you. Thank you.